We all have those days where you wake up and you just feel terrible, and it doesn't go away. All day long, this dark cloud just hangs over you and you don't know why. Job's going good, everybody in your family's healthy, you've been solid on your diet, but for some reason, this particular day, you're just in a funk. That happened to me recently. Give me a few minutes of your time and I'll tell you exactly what I did to feel 100% better in a half hour. Hey everybody, Larry here from Carnivore Quest. If this is your first time here, my wife Cassie and I are on a journey to lose 250 pounds eating the carnivore diet. So far, we're about halfway there. We've got a total combined weight loss of 140 pounds, getting our life back, and we're feeling better. Eating a carnivore diet is so good for depression, anxiety, a lot of mental health issues. And I've been on the carnivore diet for quite a while now, and I've eaten really clean. But sometimes depression creeps in from out of nowhere and you're like, what's going on here? This happened to me recently and I just could not get out of the funk. Cassie and little Larry both weren't at home. Life is good, you know, other than normal everyday stresses, bills, stuff like that. But family's healthy, everybody's doing really good. Cassie and I are feeling great. Just this one day felt like a nuclear weapon of emotions went off and I just could not snap out of it. And I started thinking about bad food, you know, garbage food, the food that we are addicted to. I really did need some accountability. So I went on our Facebook group, Carnivore Quest Community, and I posted this. Having one of those off days where I'm just down in the dumps for no reason. I go for a dance lesson tonight with my daughter for our father-daughter dance at her wedding next month, and I just can't get out of this funk. It doesn't happen to me very often, but it sucks when it hits you. I really start thinking about pizza, cheeseburgers, etc. I haven't checked the scale this month because of the September challenge, but I don't feel like I've lost any pounds, which would mark a 3-month stall. That, on top of having the blues today, is just hammering my willpower into mush. I'm not going to slip though, that's why I'm posting this, to air out my own head, to decompress, vent, however you phrase it. I have plenty of tools in my toolbox for an occasion like this. Making a video, journaling, going for a walk, even calling someone. Just know if you're struggling today, you're not alone. I'm right there with you. So after posting that, I got back to editing my video, and about 15-20 minutes later, I checked if anybody had commented, and there were a ton of comments. Our group is awesome. There were a ton of great suggestions, but one suggestion really stood out to me, and here it is. Jenna had this advice for me. I've had this happen a couple times a year, Larry, and I came out of it when I chugged down a water bottle with about half a teaspoon of Redmond salt in it and ate a teaspoon or two of straight Kerrygold butter. Crazy, but without even knowing it, I was taking just the right supplement for getting out of the dumps. That was a definite confirmation that proper nutrition is extremely important for emotional balance. Cassie and I have both dealt with headaches before, and we always took care of them by drinking some electrolyte drops. It seemed to cure the headache within a half hour, but we never even considered trying it for when you're down in the dumps. Now, mind you, we don't get down in the dumps very often eating the carnivore diet. That's one of the wonderful things about this lifestyle. Is you're just pretty much always in a good mood. We didn't have any Redmond salt, so I used Keto Chow electrolyte drops. 2 big squirts in a regular sized coffee cup, way more than you would need. This stuff's concentrated, right? Filled it with water and then just shot it back in one gulp, so I really didn't taste it. Now we do always have Kerrygold butter. So I grabbed a spoon, got me a couple spoonfuls, might have been a little more than 2 teaspoons, and, you know, ate them right there on the spot. I went for a 5-minute brisk walk, came back, and I felt phenomenal. Back to normal, 100%. Totally down in the dumps to feeling great. I immediately got on Facebook, reached out to Jenna, and told her how well her suggestion worked. I mean, it worked to a T. And I asked her permission if I could use her name and her post here on YouTube, and she said absolutely. Because I think this could help a lot of folks out. I didn't even think to try that. A lot of you may have already heard this hack, and all I want to know is, why didn't you tell me before, man? Because I wish I had had this in my toolbox, and thanks to Jenna, I do now. And remember, I wasn't physically feeling bad, I was just emotionally feeling bad. And what Jenna said about this confirming in her mind that nutrition, you know, is directly linked to how you're feeling, your mental health, makes total sense. You know, I know the 5-minute walk alone didn't do it. I was in a pretty dark place. I mean, to where I'm thinking about, you know, going and messing up. you know, and for no reason at all. There was nothing running through my head that was depressing me. I just felt awful. So if you find yourself in that situation where you wake up and you just feel horrible, give that a try. Other people recommended to eat some bacon. But you know, it's salty, it's got fat, so I could see that, you know, maybe having the same effect. I know the electrolytes and the butter worked brilliantly. So I highly recommend, if you're having a bummer day, give that a try. I mean, what can it hurt, right? Now remember, I've been eating clean for a while, so, you know, if your diet's not that clean, will it help you? I don't know. So, you know, it's always fun to experiment with yourself and see how your diet affects you. Those Keto Chow electrolyte drops, I mean, they're real popular in the carnivore community. We actually first got them after seeing Dr. Ken Berry on the keto diet recommend them. But man, we use them for leg cramps at night when we get headaches. And now, if we're a little bummed out, we have a link down in the description if you want to check those electrolyte drops out by Keto Chow. One more big thank you to Jenna. Thanks, Jenna. And everybody else who commented on that Facebook thread. A lot of encouraging words, just words of support. It was really cool. Later that evening, I went to a dance lesson with my daughter and we had a blast. And thank goodness I was feeling better. You know, what a bummer that would have been, you know, having that wonderful moment with her and being depressed for no reason. So Jenna, I really thank you. Cassie and I have said before on this channel, that's one of the mistakes we still make on carnivore, is not getting enough electrolytes. If you want to see the other 4 mistakes we made, check out this video right over here. Remember guys, no sugar, no carbs, no cheating. Love y'all.